Well, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is heading to Washington on Monday to meet with U.S. President Donald Trump. That meeting is going to address the relationship Canada shares with the United States, among many other things. And this is going to be their first official meeting since Donald Trump took office. Zoomer Radio AM 740 co-host Neil Hedley is here to weigh in. So, Neil, your prediction of what that meeting between the two leaders is going to be like?
I think a great many Canadians are going to be disappointed because I've been watching people online this week talking about how, well, Prime Minister Trudeau should go and punch him in the face and then tell him to give him the what's what there, eh? Look, this is the reason why you're on Twitter and you're not a diplomat. Here's the way you work international negotiations. You go in and you start by focusing on, here's the stuff that we agree about. Here's the reason we get along. Here's the reason we have the world's longest unprotected border, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Then, afterward, once you've developed the relationship, then you start getting into the nitty-gritty about, you know, this and that and the other. It's like a new neighbor moving into your neighborhood. Somebody buys the house next door. You don't walk over and go, and another thing, I don't like the way the other people cut the grass. Here's what you got to do. Like, you don't do that. So relax, Canada. This is our #1 trading partner. We got to get along. Whether you think it's more important to protest or not is not the issue. It's getting along with our #1 trading partner and finding common ground that matters.
Stylistically, the two men appear to be very different. Do you think that will be a problem?
Hopefully not in the first meeting, because nothing would go worse than for them to just sit down and 5 minutes later decide, yeah, you know what, we hate each other. This meeting's over. Things will go better for Canada if we find a way to work with this guy. And there are people telling Trump the very same thing. Look, there are 35 states for which Canada is their #1 customer. We got to find a way to get along with the Canadians. And so it's going to be an interesting give and take. The idea that we're going to go and teach Donald Trump something about how to make a business deal is kind of silly, because he's far better at doing that than he is at hosting reality shows or being a politician. That's what he built his empire on, was his ability to make strategic business deals. So it's not like Justin Trudeau's going to go in there and teach him a thing or two. That's not going to happen.
Yeah. Are people expecting that, Neil?
I think there are a lot of people that are just so mad at Trump about every single thing that they're looking for somebody to go in there and read him the riot act. And I don't necessarily disagree with that notion. It's just, there's a reason why they call it diplomacy. And that's part of what's going to be at play here.
We mentioned this meeting is going to be happening on Monday for two nations, Neil, that shares what's often described as a unique relationship. Do you think we should have expected a meeting sooner than this?
Well, this is only the third third world leader that's actually going to get FaceTime with Trump. So sooner, I guess a month into his presidency now almost, you would think he would have sat down with more of them. But maybe it's a feather in our cap that we're third on the list. I don't know what to make of that part of it. Certainly, Trump has had a lot of battles to fight within his own border these first 4 weeks. So now that he's got time to look outside of his own country for a minute, maybe that's good news.
Neil Hedley from Zoomer Radio AM 740 in Toronto. Neil, always good to see you, my friend.
Thanks, Brad. Take care.